The NFL regular season ended in dramatic fashion during Sunday night's showdown between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. With only 2 seconds remaining in overtime, the Raiders could have run out the clock and tied the Chargers, securing playoff spots for both teams. But instead, they decided to attempt a 47-yard field goal, which kicker Dan Carlson made as the clock expired, sending the Raiders to the playoffs and the Chargers home for an early offseason. The controversy came from the Raiders' choice to risk a mishap from their field goal team to go for the win instead of playing safe and going for the tie. Some suggested the Raiders were even content with tying before Chargers head coach Brandon Staley called a questionable timeout with 38 seconds left, prompting a mindset shift from the Raiders to go for the win. Although I'm not sure either team would have been happy with the tie. Following a tie with Duke in 1953, Navy head football coach Eddie Erdelatz was the first of many coaches to use the famous expression that tying is like kissing your sister. And because of these implications, I doubt that there was ever any intention for the Raiders to settle for a tie. In full transparency, I'm not sure where the line of incest is crossed, but it's probably best to stay as far away from that line as possible. Not to mention that Nevada revised statute at 201-180 says that the crime is a felony, punishable by a minimum of 2 years in prison and up to $10,000 in fines. So if tying has any of the same repercussions, it's very understandable that the Raiders would go for the win, even if that meant risking a loss. Knowing this, it wouldn't surprise me if Chargers head coach Brandon Staley called this controversial timeout just to sprint across the field and remind the Raiders of the possible fallout that a tie could bear for both teams. Again, I cannot make this clear enough. I'm not sure if there's a crossover punishment between tying in an athletic event and the crime of incest, but in my mind, it's better not to find out. That's actually the reason that despite my professional attire, I choose not to wear a tie, try to stay as far away from ties in any aspect as humanly possible. And with that in mind, I think this calls for congratulations to both teams and maybe even myself for not tying.